The most common mistake is a CV that's just too long. Realistically, a recruiter isn't going to read anything that is longer than 2 pages. We really don't need to know the result of every exam you've ever taken. We're just looking for key points there. The other mistake that candidates often make is that they don't tailor their CVs for the particular job they're applying to. It's very obvious to a recruiter when a CV is a standard one that they've sent out. But if you do tailor your CV to the particular company, make sure you proofread it. If you're applying for a job at Atos Origin and it still says in your CV that you've always wanted to work for BT, for example, you're not going to get very far.
A nice snappy 2-page CV that lists all your education, all your experience, but not a huge amount under each particular point. I quite like a nice covering letter to actually back up the CV.
I would say probably very long CVs with a lot of details. We don't have time to read all the details, so they need to pick the most striking elements. And also the other mistake sometimes that graduates do, especially if they have a very technical degree like mechanical engineering, for instance, that they tend to use a lot of technical jargon. And I guess that you have to remember that HR people most of the time are not specialists of the business you apply to, so you have to use vocabulary that everybody can understand.
A couple of things really stand out, and we get thousands of CVs every month. I know it sounds obvious, but it is spelling mistakes. There is a spell checker on Word, on Microsoft Word. Do use it, and just be careful that you don't go to the American spelling as well, like organisation's got an S, not a Z. Yeah, do that spell check. Think about what you're saying, and also with a cover letter as well, do spend time on that. Even if you're emailing it, it is important not just to copy and paste from your last cover letter that you sent by email, to put some thought into it, make sure it's relevant to the person whose name's on the advert, and that you mention something specific using the skills that are in the actual advert.